Steve. He's got a take on the New York Liberty. Steve, what is your News resolution for the Libs?
Hey, me again. Steve, we've met. All right, let's talk about the New York Liberty. Here's the thing with the Liberty. I personally think they're really one star big away from being a huge contender. They showed their ability to squeak their way into a playoff spot to play competitively, and I think adding to a stout back or front court is what's going to be huge for them. The problem is, I originally would have called out a name like Griner. You now have Sandy Brondello over in New York. I'm not sure where that stands with their relationship, so that seems unlikely. Before Brondello, my definite call was Liz Cambage because I really thought making a deal for that could absolutely happen. And with all of the drama that the Australian national team had with Cambage and Brondello at the helm over there, that seems extremely unlikely. So here's my take. Why not the New York Liberty, who could use some defensive prowess, go get yourself a former MVP and a multi-time Defensive Player of the Year in Sylvia Fowles, who has had an extremely good tenure in Minnesota, but could be looking for a new venture to cap off a career, and bring her to the Liberty. You've now got an absolutely stellar front court to join Natasha Howard. You've got Najalini able to stretch the floor wherever she wants. You have your general in the backcourt in Sabrina Ionescu, of course. And you got a returning Asia Dur. It just feels like you're going to create a very, very deadly roster with that. So that's my call to the New York Liberty, your official resolution. Find Sylvia Fowles' number, make that call, and make the deal happen.
Wow. Well, now that Steve has officially ticked off everybody in Minnesota, I'm afraid to go there for the Final Four, personally. No,
how much does bulletproof vest cost?
No, here's the thing. I think Steve actually makes a really great point here that New York, who has kind of been mediocre for the last several seasons, really is in a position where they have some young stars and could hopefully potentially grab one of those seasoned vets, and especially a seasoned big that could come in and really make a huge difference for them. So I think he hits the nail on the head. Whether that ends up being Sylvia Fowles or not, would remain to be seen. But I do think that that's a great idea for the New York Liberty. What are your thoughts, Jason?
Yeah, I'm interested to see, because obviously I felt like I knew what this team's direction was, but now it sounds like they're bringing in Sandy Brondello, and there could be some change to that trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Steve's dead on with the fact that you need to bring in that seasoned veteran leader to stabilize the youth and to bring a championship mentality. And there's a handful of players in the league who have a championship mentality, who are able to kind of bring that to the team. Obviously Sylvia Fowles being one, but there's others, and I think that's a good idea for New York to be looking in that direction. So I agree with the premise of this thing. I don't know that Syl's going to want to make that move, but I feel like that's the right direction for New York to be looking.
I like it.